Yo, so just a bit of a different flavour, really. This is a few people asked about my sobriety. I've got a couple of videos on when I first started on YouTube. I started off by explaining my background, which is a place now of sobriety. I'm nearly 46, and I got clean just before I was 40. So I was 39, nearly 40. The reason, blimey, where to start, where to end? Why do we do it? Why do any of us do it? If I'm sure some people may watch this or even share it with other people that are going through addiction, been through addiction, know people in addiction. Everybody somewhere along the line is affected by addiction. My mum died an alcoholic. Again, I can blame many things in my childhood. I'll turn that off because it's glaring in my glasses. Look, my Christmas tree is still on. I can blame many things in my childhood for the reasons why I used to do drugs, the reason why I used to drink when I got up in the morning, the reasons why I overdosed so many times. And I have no good reason, not really. I'm not going to make any excuses. I'm not going to say any of that. And some people say, well, you need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive yourself for doing this, for doing that, for being like that. And I don't agree. I think I'll spend the rest of my life trying to make up for being that dickhead that I was. And I don't think that's a bad thing to be. I don't think it's a bad thing to keep trying. I think if you forgive yourself, you become maybe a little bit arrogant to the fact that it mattered how much damage that we do to people. You know, my wife unbelievably stuck around. She left the house, the marital home, because at the end of the day I was going to die, which I did, by the way, on my bedroom floor, covered in my own sick and piss, and my kids were at school, and they would have come home and found me dead, or my wife, who did the daily visits, obviously, who used to still clean me up and buy groceries and things. And this is the person that people subscribe to. This is me, and I find it shocking that that people would follow me, would subscribe, that would talk to me nicely, that would listen to all the shit I have to say, and I find it extremely humbling. It has nothing at all to do with any money. In fact, it costs me quite a lot to do these videos. It doesn't cost me, in fact, it costs my wife, because my wife's the one that looks after everything, all the money and everything. So anything that I review on here, any gadgets, tools, toys, are all paid for by my wife. So yeah, I'm not sponsored, I'm not paid, and that's not the point of why I was ever on YouTube. It did start off a bit like this, a bit depressing and a bit shit, but it is my story, and going back 6 years I was an addict and an alcoholic and everything else that goes with it, and a complete bastard to go with it as well. And it took a long time. It took a lot of tries. When people say, oh, you know, you've tried and you failed, you've tried and you failed. I tried and failed up to the point where I was 39. You know, I've been an addict for 20 years at that point. A full-on addict at that point, 20 years. And I tried, and I knew at times that I was never going to go and touch this stuff again. But you do. You know, when life kicks you just a little bit, you'll find a reason to do it. But listen, I'm not here trying to blow smoke up my own arse saying, look at me, I'm fucking fantastic. Not at all. Not at all. Because at the end of the day, all I am is struggling the same as everybody else. And then when people say one day at a time, it really is one day at a time. And I am no further forward. I don't feel any further forward, not particularly. I just want tomorrow to be as good as today, or better if I can. And I'm trying to work on that. I try and do something maybe a little bit better. I'm trying to practice a bit of stoicism at the minute, where I can, you know, so I can calm my temper down. I used to get very angry. Then you get the mental side of it. When you quit, and if you can quit, and or you come down and you get so depressed. The depression is the reason why you go back on it. I mean, why am I thinking about it? That's exactly what you do. The depression hits you so hard, the hardest punch you'll probably ever fucking feel in your life. And there's nothing to pull you through. And all you can see is whatever you were addicted to at that point. Saying, I can cure it. I can cure it in an instant. And in an instant, it's cured. But then you just get the mountain of problems that follow. So yeah, this is, like I say, for no other reason than a thank you for following me, supporting me. I'll probably lose most of my subscribers because they probably didn't know I was a fucking addict and a piece of shit a fair few years ago. I hope to think I'm not now. I will spend my life trying to redeem myself and being a better person, and I damn sure promise everybody, all my subscribers and my family, my children, my wife, my angel of a wife, I just want to say thank you. And it is humbling. I'm nobody. I'm still nobody. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm nobody. I've got a few subscribers and I've got a few people that talk to me nicely online, which is great. But again, just a thank you. If anything, you know, something will happen to all of us one day, and I just want it out there. I want it known that if any of you subscribe, follow, watch, do little things, have a laugh at, you know, if I've had just anything. Appreciate it. Thank you. And hopefully I'll catch you at the next one.